And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive. And all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's 3 levels. Defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the 3rd level is leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now Graham Gano to try the Panther field goal. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline, somewhat happy.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Gets it to Strong. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let him run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 30. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They come up in an offset eye. 10th carry now for Elliott. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job 1 for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's go!
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he fires one, but incomplete. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
But it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards.
And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. They'll throw on 1st down with Osweiler. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. We'll come back to Super Bowl 52 after this. On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. He's got time in the pocket. He's got Fuller. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Throwing now, Osweiler on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd down now after the incompletion. Osweiler. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the gun, it's Osweiler. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A very solid gain of 27. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
His throw caught at about the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 3rd and goal, Osweiler. That's caught at the run. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans have taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And unable to connect on the long pass. You seriously just skip the halftime of the Super Bowl? Who does that? It's a Super Bowl. Watch the halftime show. All right, here we go. 3rd quarter action now. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Play action. It's Osweiler. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. A huge play there for Houston. 61 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll come out in the pistol.
Green 39! Green 39!
Here's Presley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a carry here for Presley. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense first time.